confessed to $1 million arson to keep my teenage daughter out of prison, and now she thinks I'm a reckless psychopath. So, get this. 5 years ago, my 16-year-old daughter, Chloe, fell in with a really bad crowd. One night in July, she snuck out of her bedroom window. A few hours later, she crawled back in, completely covered in soot, smelling like gasoline, and hyperventilating so hard she was throwing up. She confessed that she and her friends had broken into the new, multi-million-dollar luxury build at the end of our street to drink. One of the kids thought it would be funny to light off fireworks inside the unfinished framing. The whole place went up like a matchbox. Her friends peeled out in their cars, and Chloe ran home through the woods. Then she said the words that stopped my heart. "Dad, I dropped my backpack in the living room. My ID is in it." The sirens were already wailing down our street. A felony arson charge with millions in property damage would mean a decade in prison. Her life would be over. I didn't even put my shoes on. I sprinted barefoot through the woods to the burning lot. The heat was unbearable, but the fire hadn't fully consumed the first floor yet. I found her bag, grabbed it, and threw it into the deep woods. But as I turned around, a police cruiser spotlight hit me dead in the face. I was standing 10 feet from the blaze, covered in soot, gasping for air. I looked at the cops and told the biggest lie of my life. I told them I was a pyromaniac. I told them I had been drinking, wandered over to the site, and lit a pile of oily rags on fire just to watch it burn. The trial was a media circus. I pled guilty to reckless arson and destruction of property. Because it was a first offense and no one was hurt, I avoided hard time, but I got 5 years of strict probation, 500 hours of community service, and a restitution order that garnishes 60% of my paycheck for the rest of my life. My wife couldn't handle the shame of being married to the neighborhood psycho. She divorced me and took Chloe to a different state. Chloe is 21 now. She's studying to be a criminal defense lawyer. She refuses to speak to me. She tells her friends that her father is a deeply disturbed, dangerous man who destroyed their family over a drunken thrill. She looks at me with pure disgust. Honestly, it breaks my heart into a million pieces. I live in a dingy trailer on a fraction of my salary, and I haven't had a relationship with my daughter in 5 years. But every time I see her college updates online, I just smile. She gets to study the law instead of being destroyed by it.